Coach, thank you much. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Houston Texans and our home team. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Down. 60 Pittsburgh.
All right. Here we go. Let's go, D. Let's go. Hey, let's get this.
61 Matchbox Lights.
SOS. SOS. SOS.
Hey, Delta.
Here we go.
Hey.
50. Mike 50.
Army, Army. Army, Army. Switch. Switch.
Set go.
On first down, Purdy.
Hot.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Under 10. Under 10.
General West. Hit it.
Off play action, Purdy. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
They can't stop
Brandon, if I'm an
us.
offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Mike's 50. Mike's 50. Mike's 50. Hey, we heavy on the edges. Heavy on the edges.
36. 36.
Shift.
Now.
Throwing on third and long, Purdy. Open man, right side is his running back. It's complete downfield. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
First down, Texans.
Ready. 60 Outlaw.
No chance. Tight dog.
X3. 218 Chopper. 5.
On first and 10, Purdy. He's going to wind up and air it out. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Time will tell if that's an interception that rattles the rookie here. First drive on the road.
And you know the discussion going into the game? Centered on, okay, let's get out nice and easy, take care of the football, we're on the road. You're a youngster. Let's not make mistakes early. But now the conversation will shift to, okay, put it behind you. Move on. Long way to go in this one.
56.
Here we go.
Wahoo. 56 to Mike. 56 to Mike.
Following the interception here, Rivers. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Certainly not the cleanest of starts to this football game. Back-to-back plays yield turnovers in this first quarter.
So there's not much flow right now. A very choppy game. And I know this. It's a copycat league. We say it all the time about the NFL, but I'm not quite sure this is what they had in mind about something they wanted to emulate.
No, you don't want to emulate a turnover.
Ready.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, second and 10.
Buzz.
Mike 50. Mike 50.
Hey.
All day. I'm coming after you. Let's go, Mike. 50.
Off the play fake. Purdy. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. That's the third time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. To throw on third down, Purdy. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. That pick hurts a little extra because it was third down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on, because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now, those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
It's what you call a rookie mistake. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. He is proving his worth defensively, getting the sack here. That comes after being named the AFC Defensive Player of the Week for his performance in last week's game.
He's stacking games together, isn't he? I mean, you just mentioned what he did the previous week to be named AFC Defensive Player of the Week, continuing to play at that level. And when you get that kind of confidence going, those kind of guys are hard to stop.
You don't want it.
Off.
56, Mike, boys, 56. Check, 56.
Bring it.
Another try after the first down sack. Rivers. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. He sets to fire deep. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. Bear in mind they had 2 interceptions last week, but that was in 4 quarters. They've got 2 here in the first quarter alone.
And the unsung people in this streak, the pass rushers, because most of the time, they're the ones that affect things in the pocket for a quarterback, trying to throw the football, rushing them, getting them off their spot, harassing them, and that allows the defensive backs, the linebackers, to swoop in and make the picks downfield.
They're swooping. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jerry Tillery able to record his 5th sack of the season. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
Mike 50, Mike 50.
Off play action. Purdy. That's caught by his tight end, Foster Moreau. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense, and reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. On 3rd and 2, Purdy looking deep downfield. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Go.
Check 25, check 25.
Get it.
On 4th down, Purdy. And he's going to be taken down. Back across midfield, just across midfield at the 49. The former number 3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the lumber that time.
Ready. 6 the Mike.
60 out low.
6 is the Mike.
Bandit.
On 1st and 10, Rivers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Now, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Echo. Mike's 56.
Rivers.
You gonna see me in your nightmare.
And all this is taken him one-handed. What a catch. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. call it a pickup of 7, and it's going to be third down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14.
Twist.
From the shotgun, it's Rivers. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Now stopped him in his tracks. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. To throw is Rivers. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline.
That's it, baby.
First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Bang, bang.
Slam, slam, slam.
Kill, kill, kill.
A first down throw here for Rivers. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Stephon Diggs. His 5th touchdown now on the year. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Got it.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early. But if there's that special one there, I say they go get him.
6-6, bullet high. Now.
Motion, watch the motion.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
4 down, 4 down.
Check.
Check 13. Check 13.
Hit it.
From the gun, Purdy. Eluding the pressure right. Got a man on the right sideline. That's Gregory.
All day, baby, all
A good
day.
pick up there of 20 yards.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. Sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Tight right.
Yep.
Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist.
Twist.
Shift. Watch the shift.
Now.
Throwing on first down. Purdy. That is caught inside the 5. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston.
That ain't working.
25 yards for the touchdown as they are now on the board here in the first half. So the quarterback drops to throw, looks over, and boom, a guy that wide open. He has to be thinking, wait a minute, this is some kind of a dream. This is too easy.
Yeah, a great dream. One you don't want to wake up from. But for the defense, almost feels like there was a bust in coverage.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Charger drive about to get going. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
An incomplete pass leads to second and 10 from the 25.
Drop deep, drop deep. Smoke. Showing eight, showing eight. He's coming. We got double up. Let it go.
Throwing again. Rivers. He's going to air one out. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Now, that's a pretty play right there, and what I'm thankful for is it wasn't me in that situation, because one of the toughest things about defending the deep ball is not panicking. Because the longer you run with a receiver, you're trying to figure out, am I close to him? Can I make a play on the football? Will I be there when the ball actually arrives, what we call the moment of truth? And in this case, the defender did not panic, stayed right with it, and batted it away.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Let's go.
He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check. Orbit. Hey, we got to get to the ball, team. Let's keep
Rivers now to throw on first down. And Diggs has it. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. The Chargers on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Rivers now from the 50.
Get in the weight room.
And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Tyler Newsome now. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. 45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And the Texans are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Shift.
Ready?
Off the play fake. Purdy going up top. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Come on.
He's got to be kicking himself right there. His team's already picked off 2 passes. That would have been the 3rd in the game. And, boy, they've really played well attacking the football.
Hey, Echo.
Mike 50.
Hey, watch the slant.
On 3rd down, Purdy. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down. I don't know. He had to be pretty quick with his fingers to start and stop after the ball hit the ground. I'm giving him some credit.
Well, I'm thinking about the mental focus, you know? The mental focus on the whole
that's
thing.
true.
Got to stay with it.
That's true. The Texans send the punter out. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. And that ball's going to angle out at the 3-yard line. A beauty.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Charger drive about to get going. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Let's go. Yo, dash, dash, dash. Go, go, go now.
56. Mike, 56. Right there, 56.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Good shot, man.
Throwing Rivers. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Mike, I don't think you got it, son.
First down, Rivers. That's taken in by the tight end, Perkins. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Mike's 6. Mike's 56.
To throw again on 2nd down. Rivers, nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be a tough 3rd and 18.
Let's get off the field.
Hey, switch gears, switch gears. 56. 56 right there.
From the gun, Rivers. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
Let's go.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half, all knotted up at 7. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Back to throw. Purdy. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not
because
at all.
Those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
87's getting the ball.
On 3rd and 2, Purdy. Got a man on the right sideline. That's Gregory. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Purdy. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Uchenna Nwosu in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 now on the season. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
Come on, boy. Come on, boy.
Get it.
Back to throw. Purdy. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. This quarterback now 9 of 16 through the air as he's got it first and 10.
Rush in.
Working out of the gun, Rivers. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Here we go.
Delta.
56, the mic, boys. 56. Check, 56. Hey, we got to get...
Operating from the gun, Rivers. He's going to look deep down the field. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense.
Hey,
run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Undercrunch. Hey, Jet. Go.
On first down, Purdy. Throwing right, and that's complete. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. Odd. 3 down. Odd. Check.
Hey, wahoo.
Hey, check.
Yo, go. Hit it.
On first and 10, Purdy. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
Hey, check.
Hey, Delta.
50, Mike, 50.
Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball.
Switch. You go tight. You got tight right there.
Hey, lock it.
Kill.
Now.
Second and 14.
Check safety.
He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
You.
Mike 50. Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
Check 37. Check 35.
Shift.
A final shot before break. Purdy. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
On second down, Rivers again. And that is incomplete here. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. And now the third down throw incomplete as well. There defensively to knock it away was the safety, Justin Reed. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
Dances by him. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Twist, twist.
Buzz, buzz.
Mike's 50. Mike's 50.
Ready?
Throwing on first down. Purdy. And now a fumble. The ball's out and picked up by the Chargers. And they're set up in a golden position here right around the 10-yard line.
All the practice, all the training, all the meetings. In this situation, I know exactly what quarterbacks are taught. Take care of the football. That's job one, paramount, because you cough it up here, you might be giving up 6 points real easy.
Tip of the cap to the defense, though, forcing the fumble.
Let's get that ball.
Play fake, Rivers. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Austin Eckler with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Chargers have taken the lead. Well, what a quick turnaround there. They get the football. Next play, boom, touchdown.
I've been in a situation before where a turnover occurs, and if you're over on the bench with your defensive mate and you talk about what to do on your next series, and all of a sudden you hear sudden change, you've got to get out on the field and defend right away. Not everyone is mentally prepared to go.
Is that what is yelled on the sidelines a lot of times?
That, among other things.
Maybe some words we can't share here.
Yeah, we'll just keep this one PG.
FCC violation.
No doubt.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
On the set.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up first and 10.
Zoom. Go.
Motion, bump, 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 bump. Bump, bump, bump.
Off play action. Purdy. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, oh, this is taken in. It's complete. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
He stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice game. Off the play fake, Purdy. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
He's checking. Crash.
Back to the air on second down. Purdy. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
Alert three.
To throw on third down, Purdy. And that is incomplete. There defensively was Nasir Adderley making a nice play.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes one extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
They started on the ground with Eckler. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Trying to lay one up deep. It got his man complete. A gain of right around 30 on a play that began way back inside the 5. Well, that'll help get you out of danger. So much for playing it conservatively back towards your own goal line.
That aggressive mentality, sometimes you can use it, and they did there against a defense who probably thought to themselves, there's no way they take a shot here this deep in their own territory.
Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10. Rivers to throw it. He's going to air one out. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 21. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
49, check 49, check 49.
Mike 50, I'm coming.
From the gun, Purdy.
He's coming. Double up.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Looking to throw. Purdy. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. Rivers now. Now a hit, and Rivers lost the football. And the Texans scoop it. And they'll be at the 18-yard line. Great field position here in the red zone.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, these are going to be hot routes if they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback. They've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
Following the fumble recovery, Purdy. That is caught inside the 5. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
50, check Mike 50. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Smoke!
Hey, Mike's 50, Mike's.
Look at me. Zipper!
Let's get off the field.
Fight.
Get off the field.
Operating from the gun, Purdy. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage.
Check 50. Check
But
50.
correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. This is caught. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
Coming again.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
This Charger defense continuing to hold the line. Now it's a 3rd and goal situation.
Mike's 50.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
I'm on. Mike's 50. Mike's 50.
Back to throw. Purdy. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A 2-yard touchdown grab as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Point after try forthcoming. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
56. Watch the screen. Pass.
To throw again. Rivers. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. This quarterback now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Rivers. It's complete to Diggs. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
We ain't giving up nothing today.
Echo. Mike's 56. Mike's 56.
Rivers on first down, going for it all. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Rivers looking for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
He'll get this to Eckler. And he'll be stopped short of the first down right around the 18-yard line. It's a gain of 7, and that'll bring up 4th down. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Badgley's kick is good. And they take a 17-14 lead. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Purdy. Wide open receiver complete. He went over 100 yards in the wild card round. He's over 100 here as well. And a first down. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10.
All day, punt.
Here we go. 50. Mike.
Go.
I got you, son. Hey, go 50, Mike. 50.
From the gun, Purdy.
That's what I do.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Hey, Alpha.
Tight end right.
Go.
Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down. Mike's 50. Mike's 50.
To throw again, Purdy. He's going to let this one go deep. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They get the crucial turnover, just huge, but now they've got the football deep in their own territory, and you got to be careful because if you give it right back, there goes your lead.
Have to be extremely happy with their defense. They received a gift. That takeaway, even though they're deep in their own territory, now they have the football. And you know there's always that alpha on defense, that grouchy guy. Forget what the coaches said. I'll guarantee you, he told the quarterback, we just took care of you. Now you take care of us.
Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10.
Mike's 56. Can't hang with us. Check 24.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack.
They can't stop
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. To throw, Rivers.
Pull it together.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Just enough to get the first down there with a 1-yard pickup. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Mike's 56. We got to get the ball, D.
Operating from the gun, Rivers. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 36 yards on the play.
That's another Chargers first down. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Orbit.
56.
Again, it's Rivers.
I'm coming
And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Now Rivers. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Incomplete on the throwaway. Brings up 3rd down and 11.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
Mike's 56. Mike's 56.
Coming for you.
Rivers. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
I got you, punk.
Flush to his right. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
16 yards on that one, and also a Texan 1st down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Mike's 50.
Here we go. Wide. Yo, Chief. 52.
On 1st down, Purdy. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Alert flare.
He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Uchenna Nwosu in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Back to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete.
Yeah, baby.
It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. First down marker at the 31. It's third down.
Hey, zoom. Ready.
Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. In for the score. And they have taken the lead here in the final minute.
Wow, I know it's a never say never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Here we go.
The Charger drive about to get going. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time,
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this.
That's caught inside the 20. It's a big one there for the Chargers. 56 yards. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
You think you gonna get this?
56.
Rivers.
I'm coming.
And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute. Here's Badgley now to try to add the PAT. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Makes the score Chargers 24, Texans 20. Michael Badgley to kick off for the Chargers.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Ready up.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counter.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. He'll look to throw. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
64, weak. Hey, high 7. Yes.
No. Off.
Check the backer, check the backer.
They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
They work
Set.
again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Two tights, two tights. We got four. We got four.
Look at me. Zipper. Let's go.
Off play action. Purdy. He's going to let it fly. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it. And this is indeed up to a 3-point lead.
Makes the score Texans 27, Chargers 24.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The Chargers take over.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Let's go.
The Charger drive about to get going. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know what that play is going to be. It's got to be some sort of Hail Mary, throwing it towards the end zone and hoping someone can.
It's caught inside the 25. And he's in! Are you kidding me?
How do you give that
One of
up?
the most improbable ways to finish a game, and they do win it on the final play. This one is going to sting for a while. I mean, how do you let that happen defensively?
One stop.
One stop. I know that it's easy to say that from the booth, but
It is.
How do you let that happen, partner?
That's one of those where sometimes you get overzealous on defense, get out of your lanes, don't take care of your assignments. But let's just go ahead and focus on the offense.